Uh-oh.
Okay, Eric, I want to show you the thing I got yesterday. This is going to make a huge difference in the channel. And so, warning to anyone, we're doing the what did I call it? The cleanup, the housekeeping. That's what it is. So this is the perpetual housekeeping segment where we talk about channel stuff. But I gotta say, that's going to be this whole episode. We're here to eat banh mi. We're going to show you the banh mi. It's really good banh mi, and you should definitely come here. But also channel stuff because we got a lot to talk about today. I got a second phone yesterday. Welcome to the Perpetual Tourist. This is our cold open thing that we're doing now, and we're going to try it.
I like it.
But it's just so we can launch.
You have two phones, like a spy or a drug dealer.
For everybody in China.
Do they really?
Yeah, everybody's doing it. I was always like, why do you have two phones? Now I spend the day trying to shoot with one phone, so it's very difficult to get it to operate correctly all day and see everything and do everything on one phone. So I actually do need the second phone now. And I just got a cheap one because it's just to send messages, look up stuff on the map, and various things of that sort.
Is that why they do it? Like they do phones like that, or is it just for a status
I don't know why they do it. No, I think they just don't throw away their old phone.
Oh, you know
like,
what?
I'll use it for school.
Or I think pictures or something. I do that. I have like 3 old phones in a drawer.
It might be one for work and one for home or leisure. Anyway, let's okay. So I got this. We got a lot to talk about. I got to find out some new stuff for the summer. We got to talk about that. We've got to pick our sandwich, and I'm going to show it to you. This is a very famous shop, and I want to say a little bit about it. But that's about all of the housekeeping that I've got. Yeah, I think that's all. So, you ready to run the intro?
Show enough.
All right. I hope I'm not distracted by the new phone that I have. I'm like, I don't care about the old phone. I'm going to look at the new phone. That's what's interesting while I'm shooting on the old phone. Because my old phone is a better phone. But anyway, all right. So we're here at Banh Mi 25. This is a famous, and I mean, the Banh Mi's are pretty good here. It's a famous shop here in the historic district. Very popular with tourists. And maybe some locals, but it is good. So it's one you want to try. There's a ton, by the way, of Banh Mi shops and stands and stuff all over the city. So I was just going to try and send you their menu, Eric, or at least their location. And maybe you can, if you're feeling internet savvy right now, you can, well, maybe I have to look up your name. Yes, okay, that's you. And there you are. And now I want to send you my location on the WhatsApp. And let's see. They're Banh Mi 25. Excellent. That's the address here. But now it takes up half the street. I mean, I'll swing the thing around in just a second. Okay, I just sent it to you. If you're interested, if you're able to do that, you can do that. And otherwise, I'll just kind of show you what they've got here on the real live menu, the real life thing. All right, let me swing you around, let you see this place.
Yes.
We can't change the camera still. The software is still doing that lovely thing for us. And I don't know why the phone is crooked like that. What's it doing? It's the motor is actually holding it in place crooked like that. Like it's becoming the gimbal has become its own auteur. But you'll want to catch an angle for this.
Dun, dun,
But
dun.
the thing is, like, you can see that. Okay, stop that. What is it doing? Oh Lord! It's going totally upside down. It's spinning. Oh, I hit some button to make it do a spin shot, but I don't know what I hit.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to do
a slow
that.
spin. It's not just like
It's doing a
tilt.
slow
It's just
spin.
going, yep.
Well, that was insane. All right, well, let's see if we can get it to finish that up. Wrap it up, phone. What is it doing? Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. I did something. All right. Well, they take up 2 spots on the street now. I mean, the gimbal is a good one. It's got all these little extra things, but I don't know how to work it yet. So I keep doing crazy shit. All right. Anywho, I didn't come up with a little banner today. It's Banh Mi 25. If you're looking online, if you see it, you can share your screen and we'll put it on here so that the viewers are able to see, the works.
The menu?
Yeah. Are you looking at the menu right now?
Yes, I am. Hold on.
All right, delightful.
Let me share my screen. Okay. Also, this menu is really cute, but I love that. I haven't looked at it. I haven't clicked on this little bit here, but it says copycat alert! ! And I'm like, ooh, is someone copycatting their restaurant? What is going on? I don't get it. But, okay. Let me find. Oh, is this must be is it a hip place to be or something, or is it just popular?
I mean, it's popular with tourists. I mean, I think it's popular with locals, except it's so crowded and there's so many other places, they're probably not coming here. But it is good. See some locals. I don't know if I would say it's hip, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not the best person to judge what's hip.
Oh, you know what? I was looking for share, and it's
Did you share
on here. No,
Oh,
because I was looking for
right,
share, and I was like, "Durr."
Okay.
Oh, present.
Present. We're in the military now.
And then I click on here. Yes.
Okay.
There, can you see it?
I don't see nothing showing up.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it does. It just doesn't give me a little. I was looking for a red thing to pop up. All right, very good. You must be on your phone because you've got a really narrow, long share.
No.
No? Oh, that's really strange. Oh, no. It's probably just the size of your window. That's all it is. Okay, so don't worry about it. That's great. Showing up fantastic.
Because I don't even have any other tabs up. How do I? Well, I do have the.
Is it full screen?
Yeah.
Huh.
What is
Maybe
going on?
Are you on a laptop? Maybe your laptop has a long, narrow screen. Just once you chop off the little bit at the top, that's the browser tabs and stuff, and then the little bit at the bottom, it ends up being that. So no problem. That's fine. We can see it fine.
Are you sure? Okay.
I mean, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, but that's a really cute little picture they have right there. But see that part right there with copycat alert? What is going on with that? Let's find out.
No.
Should we go to the about them? Oh no. Okay. You can't see it.
No. Just, I mean, my screen is too small. I've got a. Your screen is inside the, live screen, which is inside the full page for controlling the stream, which is inside the browser. So there's no way I'm going to see it. I don't see anything on that screen. I only discovered recently while watching old videos that Yuri was logging in to episodes and then laying down on his couch and holding the phone over his face. And I was like, Erica and Scott just turned their camera off. Maybe that's the right choice. That's what you have to do. And it also, because the camera was on, it was obvious he was watching TV. Like, it's like, okay, you don't have to be interested in it. That's fine, but that's not dividing him.
He's like, but I'm still here, sort of.
Is that the menu you're on?
Oh no, I was just on the about,
you're showing
about part. Yeah, because it's
all
got
right.
their little their history of it.
Well, while you're on you've got I see the map up there to the right, and it's not a detailed map. 25 is their address, so they are 25 whatever street this is, and they don't have the address on my menu, so I guess look it up on Google.
That right there where it's Hong Ka or something.
Hong Ka, okay, all right, that sounds right. All right.
And I've been leaving this up there just in case people are looking at it or want to go back and look at it, but I left the About Us section up there for a second.
All right. Let's see if we can get to the menu because I need to order. I would like to order, I guess, maybe I should say.
Okay.
Hopefully their menu has the name because I didn't make up a banner with the name.
Oh, when you click on it, I guess everything just goes through the whole thing. So I clicked on menu and it just took me right back to ooh, those look good. Okay.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Pork. Now we're in the right part. Traditional pork. Pate, sausage pate. It says pate. It's got pate in it. Sashio is barbecue pork. You can probably see this on there.
Yes.
They got a signature. I tend to like to get the signature if they have like a special or a signature item. That's pate, barbecue pork, and smoked sausage. That's pretty good. That one comes out at 40,000. Erica, off the top of your head, do you know what 40,000 is?
Okay, so 25,000 is $1. So was that like $1.50? No, is that right?
I think it's a little over $1.50.
Yeah. Okay.
My math is correct. Yes. Okay. It's okay. So, I mean, there you go. What else is there to say? And you're going to see the sandwich. It's very good.
Oh, I'm looking at the other ones because look at the chicken, honey grilled chicken with cheese, stir fried chicken with mushroom. Oh my god. Ooh, honey grilled chicken with avocado. All of those are like my go-to chickens here.
Nice, and they're the same price.
Salty beef with cheese.
Beef is a little more.
Ooh, the beef is
button mushroom, king oyster mushroom.
Yes, that sounds so good.
Yeah, that looks good. And then we probably won't go vegetarian.
Oh no.
Yeah, they look good.
This is good.
Egg, cheese, and avocado.
Yes. Mushroom floss. What is that?
That's those long, thin mushrooms that have the.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Head of the mushroom is just very, very small, and most of it is just a long, thin. And they usually grow in like bunches. You buy them in the grocery store in a big bundle. That's how they grow.
You can customize. Look at this.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Ooh, look at those things. Num num num. Ooh, which one are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the?
I'm letting you choose.
Okay. Oh, really? Oh, that's.
I would do a regular.
Eat all of them.
I'm only going to eat one, so that's why I'm making you choose. That's why it's called a choice.
Okay.
While you're deciding, we should mention they also do deconstructed banh mi, which is just the bread sliced up in a bowl, and the regular ingredients are just cooked in a pan, and you just dip and eat.
Ooh,
that's kind of a newer thing, I think, but it's popular.
I wonder if that's because a lot of outsider folks were asking for no bread, and then they're like, "Well,
bread, maybe
bread," and yeah, but here it is beside it.
Yeah.
Okay. All the chickens sound good, but of course, the more traditional one would be the pork one, right?
Yeah, I think pork would be traditional. Yes. Well, you can do chicken. Plenty of people eat chicken in the banh mi and the pho, which is not traditional in pho, but it's still very popular.
All of those look good.
The culinary thing here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No.
I was going to say the culinary scene here. It maintains traditions, but it's also constantly in motion. There's always new stuff being introduced, and invented, and adjustments being made, and they can be popular. A lot of them are very popular.
I did
So yeah,
notice that there. They have a lot of traditional stuff, but then they have fusion, and then they have a lot of, I don't want to call it Americanized because then they have other travelers there and everything, but they definitely have things that are recognizable in other countries on the
yeah,
menu. Probably because they have so many visitors there and everything, but also because they're cool. Vietnam is cool, man.
it is.
They
It
have
is.
some cool hip
I think
stuff.
I think the craft beer scene here undoubtedly came from abroad, but it's been adopted and it's very popular here. It's a big thing. It's a big craft beer scene because there's also a young up and coming um, generation that's there's a lot of money coming into Vietnam now, manufacturing and electronics and high end stuff, and yeah, so there's a lot of money coming in. So it's generating or it's creating a whole generation of people that have disposable income, which is
Nice.
important for this kind of development. Yeah. Yeah, but go ahead.
Is it
Okay, so you were
important?
gonna. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say it's important for people to know that Vietnam isn't just like Good Morning Vietnam, a Robin Williams movie. There's a lot going on there.
Well, I gotta say this has been a big push for the show or behind the show, behind what I want to do. It's like whatever you think about the world. I thought about it many times when I lived in China. I was like, whatever you think about China, you're probably wrong. And then I came to live in Vietnam, and I'm like, this is true in a lot of places. This is worth noting. Americans especially are I hope everybody's finds something to watch, but I got to say, I a lot of what I want to do is educate Americans that the world is not what they think it is. A lot of Americans, and I mean even young people, are stuck in some 1950s view of the world that just isn't true anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What did you think about the sandwich?
Okay, I would either go with just the barbecue pork with. I would do it with pate, or
Okay.
because but I'm not a sausage eater. So if you wanted to eat the sausage one, that's fine. Or I would do the stir fried chicken with mushroom one. Let me see. And or
Stir
if you're
fried
going to
chicken
do
or honey grilled chicken?
well, I mean either one of well, the honey grilled chicken comes with cheese. However, you can add mushrooms to that if you're going to. The whole reason I picked stir fried chicken with mushroom is because it's got mushrooms with it, and all their mushrooms sound like they're like a good side character on these things, especially since they have so many different ones on here.
I don't see stir fried. Does it say on your menu? Does it say stir
Oh
fried?
yeah, it's banh mi ga. Is that what is XAO there? How do you say that?
Sao
Sao?
on me sao? Yeah.
Yeah,
XAO.
banh mi ga sao nam. That one, and it's
On me ga sao no.
yeah, and it's 35,000. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Banh mi ga sao. No, that's not on my menu. Okay, I'm gonna order that one. Banh mi sa. Hang on, let
Banh
me
mi
do.
ga. It's like ga.
Ga sao nam. Okay, yeah, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Banh mi ga sao nam. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Nice.
All right.
See, that's fun.
Dylan.
It's choose your own adventure. But it's your adventure, but I'm choosing yours.
You
Okay,
choose
now
my
I'm going to go
adventure.
back off to how do I go back on our show? And should I look through any more things? Let me look back down here because they also have
Yeah, you can
drinks
keep looking
there.
at. They do have a good selection of drinks. Absolutely.
Because
I gave my
might
menu
want
away.
some coffee. Oh, yeah, I'm just looking at
Well,
them. It's like,
I'm probably not going to do coffee. I'm already doing a watermelon juice. Very popular.
ooh,
This one's very tasty too. Yeah, it's a very light watermelon juice. Is not super sweet, which is what's nice about it.
I'm looking through their. All of their smoothies look good. Let's see. And pineapple and carrot juice. I see the watermelon juice. That's, am I going to do, okay, what is NU there again? I know I keep asking, but what is NUO? What is that?
NUO.
Yeah, like if the name of watermelon juice on here is NUOC. How do you say that?
No, that just means
Nook.
water. No.
Nook. Okay, because that's Nook Dua. Is it Dua or Du? Dua.
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 Nook Dua how? Nook Dua how?
I mean, I can't. Is it HAU?
Yeah.
Ho.
Ho? No, I've heard that one
Ho.
before. Nook Du Ho. Nook
Dua.
Nook Do a ho.
Oh, yeah, I repeat, don't take your Vietnamese lessons from me, but yeah, that's it.
Well, I mean, it is getting closer than me just saying "Noot do a hail." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
right.
I mean, people have to appreciate it if you're like not, if you're not just butchering their language, just being like, "Whatever, howdy, partner."
Howdy. It would help to have like phonetics that we can understand because it you can get a lot closer by not paying attention to the letters that you're seeing. uh, okay, so while we're waiting on the sandwich, we can talk about this thing that's happening over the summer. So my thought was, my original plan was I was going to be finished with my contract or my current job mid-July. I just arbitrarily picked the 16th because they let me work a little over my contract. I said, well, I'll head out on the 16th and I'll go travel. And I meant travel in Vietnam. And so I've been in my head. I haven't really made any firm plans, thank goodness, because it's still a month away. But in my head, my plan was to use the TRC, temporary residence card that they gave me, and travel around the country for about a month, and then land in a new job. And I was going to have the job lined up before all of this, but apparently it doesn't work that way. So I got contacted today, and she's like, "Okay, great, 16th is fine." She said, "According to where you're going, we'll need to cancel your TRC. Either we can have either a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of days." She said, "If I have to go to another part of the country, they have to cancel it right away. But if I'm staying here in Hanoi, they got a little more flexibility. I'm not sure why, but okay, makes sense, I guess." And so that doesn't give me enough time to travel and get a new job and move. The 2 weeks is like just enough time to go. And if they do it right away, well, okay. So here's the thing: once they cancel it, you get a stamp that lets you stay for another 2 weeks, so you don't have to leave immediately. But if just in just 2 weeks, I need to like move my stuff to the new city or go to wherever I'm going to go.
Oh yeah.
So the first thing I have to do, there's nothing that's concrete now, but the change is definitely that we will not be traveling around Vietnam for a month. That just won't happen. But on the flip side, we can do a trip that I think. Well, I have to look. I have to look and see what's available in July and August, and think and plan. But it'll be international, whatever it is, because I can't stay. I can stay for those 2 weeks, but then I have to cross the border, get a tourist visa, and come back in, which of course is doable. But as long as I'm going to have to cross the border,
visa lasts for like a month, right?
3 months. But I've seen online they actually offer 1 year tourist visas. So
oh yeah.
oh hi, come in, thank you. All right, let's get down into the nitty gritty mode of the thing. I'm going to try tilting the camera, but I think it's just going to make the whole thing fall over. Yes, okay, that's what happened. So you're going to go down. Okay, and then you're going to look at. That's not how that's supposed to work. Oh goodness. Okay, well, not the best setup, is it? You can only tilt it if you're physically holding it. Does not want to point down. The fact that these things have a mind of their own is like really good in some situations. You should be getting a really close view of the sandwich, are you?
I see your arm and the sandwich. Okay, there, right there.
Oh, okay, all right. I have to hold it. Well,
oh no.
This is what I'm talking about. It has its own mind. Like, it moves itself. It's like I don't like
trying
that,
to find you. It's like, no, I need to look at you.
Gimbal is obsessing. Well, I can't really eat a sandwich while I like this. This doesn't work.
You should just prop it back up. Like we see the wrap on the sandwich, right? And then when you go to eat it, we can see it. You just hold it up. We can see it then. But that does look pretty. I do like a good presentation. I love that plate, and I
It
like the
does.
wrap around that sandwich. I
So
mean,
best I can.
I'm a sucker for it because it looks fancier. I like a good, yeah, num num. And it's on French bread because I forgot to mention the stuff that you're about to eat.
Yeah, talk about it.
The origin of it, French fusion. Banh mi's origins lie in the 20th century when French influence introduced baguettes to Vietnam.
Yep.
The Vietnamese cleverly adapted the bread, creating a unique sandwich filled with local ingredients. A culinary mashup, banh mi combines elements of both Vietnamese and French cuisine. The crusty baguette provides the base, while savory fillings like pork, pate, pickled vegetables add a Vietnamese twist. Mm-hmm.
Shall I open it up?
Yes.
Dissect this.
Oh, look at those veggies. Are those pickled vegetables? Some of that looks like fresh greens and stuff too. Is that what that is?
Actually, the cilantro is fresh.
Mm.
There's no chopsticks. The cilantro is fresh, but I think that the let's see if we can do a combination of angle and I see mushrooms. I see chicken. I see carrots. I see France. Oh, God, gimbals. Yeah, I think everything else is pickled, to be honest.
Yep. Okay, so there's those pickled veggies they listed on here. Okay, so let's see. Yep. Carrots, daikon radish, or other things. And it says cilantro and a slather of creamy sauces like mayonnaise and chili sauce. I'm telling you, Vietnam's got the goods because all of the things that you've eaten is just the nummiest. Let me see. Okay, banh mi fillings vary depending on the region. In central Vietnam, you might find grilled pork or fermented pork sausage. Southern variations might include seafood or vegetarian options.
At this place, they don't have them listed by region, but in a lot of places, they'll just say banh mi Saigon or banh mi Hanoi. So they're selling the style of a sandwich. What's in it is determined by where it comes from. So you know what a banh mi. If you're a tourist, you'll have to read the ingredient list, but yeah, they'll be named for the region that they come from. I imagine here, because they get so many tourists, they don't do that. They just list the ingredients, but that is the more standard way to do it. And that's true for other food as well. Different soups will come from different regions, but they'll be popular all over the country. So it's not like in Hanoi you can only find the Hanoi version. You can find stuff from all over the country, but it'll just be named for that region.
Ah, okay. It's like Carolina barbecue. It's the vinegar mustard based barbecue, which, by the way, was a fusion of a German influence when they brought mustard to mix it in with a vinegar based sauce back in the day. But it's popular everywhere. You know, you can get it at the barbecue restaurants in Georgia too. I doubt up north they have like a real barbecue like what we were used to over here with our fatty goodness. And it's different in Texas because theirs is brisket based and stuff like that, and it's like dry rub. But
yeah.
How is it? Is it yummy?
I was like not taking a bite the whole time you were talking. I'm like, okay, I'll take a bite.
No, I was just waiting. Just hear me gobbling it down. I'll be like, real good.
What was I going to say? Oh, yes, it's the bread that makes it. It is the bread that makes it. I hate to say it because all the ingredients inside are really good. The sauce is really good. The pickled vegetables are really good. The thing that really makes the sandwich is the bread, and they do bread very, very well here. There's a tradition of bread.
And you can't beat a good fresh French bread. Is it fresh? Yeah, that's got to be super good.
I mean, I think it's a lot like France in the bread department. People are used to fresh bread, so they are not going to be fooled by, some stale, old, shitty something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's if the bakery decided to deliver old bread here, that they wouldn't fool anybody. They'd be like, "Nah, you got to take this back." been doing this. But I'm sure they have a special relationship, considering the volume they do, with some bakery nearby that has to just be constantly delivering new bread, fresh bread.
Definitely.
You can see it in the morning anywhere, all over the city. When you go out, there'll be motorbikes riding around town that have big, huge garbage bags filled with. They're clear, and they'll be filled with baguettes hanging on the side of the bike as they're driving around delivering them.
Nice. I like that. That's ambiance, folks.
Yeah, that's good ambiance. Mm. What do you think about where to go for summer then? We need to make an international trip. I have to be able to get a visa back. That just means like if it's Thailand, I can stop in the capital before I come back. Since I'm leaving,
to get to, because no matter where you go, it's going to be cool. Like, what's the easiest? Or hey, he's waving. Hey, look at the guy waving. Hey, I'll let you give me a ride. You're cute.
Well, I think I have to look at temperatures because that is in the forefront of my mind right now. You know, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but it is hot as right now. Not right now. I take it back. It's actually quite nice right now, but it will get painfully hot later today, and it was yesterday. I mean, yesterday was not my best work. Because I had a lot of information and I didn't have this yet, so I couldn't read it off on the secondary phone. I had to try and juggle it on here, and I was having trouble with that. I had sweat pouring down my face, running into my eyes while I'm trying to read tiny.
I was sick and I wanted to be there because that's my favorite things. All of those things I had already.
Did you watch me in misery?
Oh, Tana messaged. Santana was watching, you know that, right? And then, because I told her to be on, because I was like, be on, and then I ate, and then I was like, uh-oh, I think I'm going to die. And I was like, now I'm sick. And then, I was like, I gotta message him. I gotta hurry up and message him. That was like a couple of hours before you were gonna go. I was like, and I was like, I'm gonna try and be on. Then I was like, oh God. Let me make a deal with Jesus or the devil. Anybody that'll stop me from feeling sick.
Either Jesus or the devil, just whoever.
I'm not choosy, but I know she was like, he's trying to do the things. She was like, she's like, I'm gonna watch, and I was like, okay. And then I haven't talked to her since then because she was starting to feel sick, but for different reasons. And she was like, but I'm on, and I was like, well, good job. So I haven't talked to her again yet. I need to talk to her.
That would have been really. I just went ahead and did it because I want to pack in everything we can before I leave Hanoi, and I can't do them anymore. But what I really wanted to do for that was to find someone who gives architecture tours. There are surprisingly few that I found online, and maybe it's just my my research techniques are not good enough. But most of the tours, they're food tours, and there's some day tours and things, but there was not a lot of tours that were focused on architecture. And the one that I found that kind of matched up with what we can do, they just didn't respond. That's a lot of companies don't respond online anymore. But so I just did it myself, and it wasn't. You'd get a much better tour if you came here and did it, but found an actual guide. But it was enough to show people the sort of thing that's here. So I think it was okay. Every episode is a learning experience and improving. But I'm going to what we're going to do this summer. The thing in my head is temperature. So I really what I want to do is look and see if there's any place that's not absolutely miserable to be in July. To be honest, the answer may be to go south to where it's normally very hot, because if you go in December to, Singapore, it's going to be painfully hot there. And if you go in July, it'll be the same. They're almost on the equator.
So that would definitely rule out. Would it rule out Malaysia? I know that's okay. That's a little bit far. I'm looking at the map here. So because you're right by Thailand and Cambodia, well, not right by, but I mean, it is adjacent. I know that you have to it's not like you're just going to skip over the border. Skidoo.
My long-term plan next year is to get one of the big mega linked visas for China. So I'm trying to avoid China this year, because it costs the same to get the 10-year visa as it does to get the one-time one entry visa. So I would rather go for the 10-year, or else it's kind of a waste. My thought is Thailand. That's the first thought that comes to my head without looking at what the temperature or the weather is like there in July and August.
Let's see. Okay, Thailand weather. It's a continuation of the rainy season. Temperatures remain warm, ranging from 82 degrees Fahrenheit to 91 degrees Fahrenheit, with high humidity levels. Say it ain't so. I think you're used to that. I mean, you know about those high humidity levels. Let's see. Okay, July is one of the green season months in Thailand. Ideal time to enjoy the gorgeous countryside of North Thailand or Central Thailand.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's looking good then. Northern Thailand was what I was thinking. We've not done that. I've never been. One of the places I've never been, but it's very popular in a country I've been to a few times. So seems like it's a good possibility. Let's see what else. You mentioned Cambodia.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Cambodia, July. I love the internet. Okay, let's see. So highs up to 90, lows around 75. That would be great if you could get some lows from 75, even up to 85 with a breeze. Mm-hmm.
Those are nighttime lows.
That sounds about right. Let's see. July, good time to visit. Yeah, it says the best time to travel to Cambodia is in the wet season between June and early September. Of course, then it says, or in the dry, cool season between November and February, depending on what your goals are. I mean, your goal is to be there. If you're in there in July, you're going to be wet, apparently. Let's see.
I mean, it would be cooler, though. I don't mind it personally. It presents some difficulties when you're trying to hold the gimbal and the umbrella and figure everything out. But at the same time, I mean, I would not go. If it were just me and we weren't shooting this, I would go in the wet season gladly, because I would know that you'd have nice. It was not that it would be cold, but it would be cool enough during the day to do what you wanted to do, and you'd get some reprieve occasionally, at least. Those mushrooms are good.
Goody.
Well, are you looking up more about Cambodia, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to see which ones, because they mentioned the cities to go to for Thailand, but I'm trying to see. I tried to find best cities for July in Cambodia. Let's see. No. Now, okay, yeah, I get it, people, about the weather. Yeah, it's wet season. Got it. I want to see. You should not plan a seaside vacation in Cambodia in the summer unless it's a central resort like, what is that again? Sihanoukville?
Nope.
And in between rains, tourists can visit the ancient historical center. Is it Siem Reap or Siem Reap? What is that? But that one, I remember reading these. I remember this distinctly because I also remember There was like Angkor Wat. We went to somewhere there, like something. I think we went to, was it
What?
a temple or something? Angkor Wat.
No, we did not go to Angkor Wat. Well, that would have
Oh,
been
I
great. That was
wanted to
good.
know. I looked for that because I had it listed on. Ooh, yeah, because when I
I
put
mean,
it in, it popped up.
that's a big one.
Um,
Also, I think we might have enough time in the summer to do. I don't want to say all of Cambodia. Obviously, it's a big country, but I think we would have enough time to do the top spots that we want to do and see what we want to see.
hey,
Remember, the 2 weeks that I get is 2 weeks to leave Vietnam, but then I've got 6 weeks to do what I need to do until next school year starts.
so then you'll have the holiday in Cambodia.
Yeah. There's a couple of places that are not on a that I wouldn't put on the tourist must-do list, but I'm very interested in seeing what they look like now. The Sihanoukville was one of those.
Mm-hmm.
That's a town that was built, a port town that was built, I think, by the French just before they left. It was supposed to like be an economic driver for the country and a resort as well. And then, of course, no more French quickly after that. And it kind of languished for a long while, and it has been a low grade beach spot in Southeast Asia for a long time. Not super popular. The first time I went there, it was lovely. We didn't even stay in the town. We went to a nearby beach area, and the hotel we stayed in were just like little cabins that sit out over the river.
Mm-hmm.
And I went with two girlfriends of mine from China, and they slept in the inside. It was a 2 bed area. The cabin. One was inside where you could. I don't think they had AC, but they were inside. Maybe they were. I can't remember. And then the outside portion was you just sleep outside on the balcony because like most of the room was just balcony out over the river. It was so cool, so nice, so wonderful, and I didn't have to listen to them. They're lovely.
Did you go to? Why do all of these? Of course, all of it seems familiar because I looked up a whole bunch of stuff while you're there. What about? Was it Kampot? And then
I
it
did go
says
to
right
Camp
here, Kampot, Kep, and
Pot.
Rabbit Island are good places to relax. Let me see.
What island?
It said Rabbit Island. Never. I don't
Rabbit
remember
Island.
seeing that.
I don't know that one.
And I know that we went to the Killing Fields. That was in Phnom Penh. Or you
That's
know what?
outside of
And then let me see. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Like you could go literally anywhere there. It looks like, I mean, honestly, all of it looks like it would be good. Everybody's like, "Ooh, I would do this. I would do that." Okay.
Yeah. Those are probably the 4 big stops: Sihanouk, Kampot, Phnom Penh, and Angkor Wat, which is actually the town is Siem Reap. There are some other things to do. I don't think we will go that far off the trail in the time that we have. But yeah, like I feel like that could be just one. Like just zip that whole country in one vacation. I think we could do it.
Yay! Yes, that would be nice.
Okay. Well, those are some ideas. I'm going to do some research on what's available and post it later on the channel's little communication thing. Anything else that we need to talk? Do we forget anything? I finished the sandwich, by the way.
Oh yeah, I got to go back on here and look at you. I was looking at travel. Okay, so the plan is that you've got to get out of there after you've gotten everything settled with finding the other job, right? And then
Yeah.
Then you go. Okay, so you find the job, then you go to the trip.
Well, part of my misinterpretation of how this was going to work was I thought I would finish up where I'm at, and I would already be in communication with a couple of different schools, and then I'd get to go see them, and then make my decision. But that is not how it's going to work. I got to make the decision sight unseen, which is fine. That's usually how you do it. But I got to make the decision based on which city and school, and sign up, and then we can start the process which will, regardless of how they do it, will involve me leaving the country and coming back in on a tourist visa, and then getting that converted after I get here. So we probably, I guess this is not part of the show, so me and you can talk about like what my criteria should be for this next city/school that I go to, and we'll do that after the show. But so that's, once that's settled, then I'll finish, and I'll either get 2 weeks, the last half of July, or have to leave immediately, which either way actually is perfectly fine. Oh no, I take it back. They're going to put the stamp in immediately, or I'll get 2 weeks and then a stamp, and then after the stamp I get an additional 2 weeks. So I'll get either 2 weeks or a month after I finish. But if we're going to have to leave anyway, it doesn't really matter, because I'm just going to I'll maybe give myself a couple of days, and then I'll probably hop a flight according to where we're going. I'd rather take a nice leisurely train, but I'll probably hop a flight to the destination, wherever it is, and we'll spend a little vacation there, and then I'll get the the tourist visa for coming back. That's how that'll work.
Yep, and this is going to be a little bit more relaxed, because everything is back to normal there, because people were better over there regarding certain things, and we know about that. So now everything is getting a little more streamlined, so it's not going to be urgent. So you have a plan in place, but you can kind of roll with it too, because you really rolled with it for years. The pandemic and
the pandemic, of course, everything was up in the air. Well, there'll be no drive for me to fly back to the United States in the midst of this, because it's not an emergency, and it should be fairly easy to get back in. Yeah, I remember when I first left Vietnam, I thought I could stay in Cambodia for a month and then just apply for the visa to come back in, because at that point they had announced they were issuing tourist visas, and I was watching videos online, YouTubers, they were saying, you can get into Vietnam now, and when I went to the embassy, they were like, no, we're not giving out any of those. No, thank you. So that was a nice surprise. That was the year of, maybe I should refer to it as the year of nice surprises. We'll put nice in quotes. That'll solve that problem. All right. Yeah, surprise. I think that's it. I think we're ready to sign off. I enjoyed my sandwich. We couldn't get the angle right. Maybe I'll play with this more at home and see if there's any way to get it to point to the thing that I want it to point to. What if I had done this? Would that have worked?
Well,
maybe. Not really.
I mean, we still
would have been better.
Like,
could have turned it like this.
You open it up. We thought, oh yeah. I mean,
yeah, that would have been more. Okay, so that's a good way to do it. All right. You can stop looking at my tits now. All right. Well, we got nothing else this week. I'm going to make a schedule for something next week, and I think next week is the last of the stuff that I had planned. We have one thing we missed, and I may just put that at some point in the future. But other than that, I think we're almost done with Hanoi. Wow. I know. Are you sad?
I am, though, because I love it there.
All right, Erica, if you want to stay on.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. I'm staying. I'm going to go grab something really quick. But I'm here. Okay,
great. Well, we're going to sign off, and we'll see all the viewers in the next video. Thanks to everybody who watches in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jag är det och de här kommer nog veta vilka personer som tar över. Jag är med sig själva i dörren. Men jag kan inte vara till att be 4. Den är nu. Jag kan ha det så från. Ja, Ja,